This is a video showing you how to do part 3 of the explosions near cities assignment. So it says add to your map the block pop. So we have the block pop. We add it up here, search for layers and ArcGIS Online, and you add the block pop. So the block pop is here. Block pop layer places a central point in the middle of the census block area. It supplies information about the number of people and households. So if you go into that data table, you can see information about what the population is for any block pop, how many households, so on and so forth. All right, so let's get back to actually doing this analysis. What we want to know is how many people and households were in severely damaged zones. So severely damaged means you need to go back and filter for those first two levels of the buffer. Those are the severely damaged from your legend. Let's see if we can see that. There we go. So buildings leveled and severe damage. So let's go get our 0.5 and our 4.8 buffer. So buffer distance is, I'm going to go to unique. I want the 0.5. I'm going to apply the filter. And then I also want to add another expression, and I want the buffer distance to be 4.8 as well. Now, I want to make sure that I do any of the following expressions. I want the 0.5 and the 4.8. So I'm going to apply that filter. So I've kind of lost my buffer here with this block pop. I can turn the block pop off. There it is. There's my buffer. All right, so now I want to know how many people and households using that block pop layer are inside that severely damaged area of the buffer. So I'm going to turn my block pop back on. And because this costs so much money to analyze large data sets like this in terms of our credits, we want to zoom in just like this so that you see the whole entire buffer that you're analyzing within, but you're not cutting it off anywhere. So now let's go do this find existing locations analysis. All right, and I'm on approximately number 43 in the assignment. So I'm going to find locations, find existing locations, and I want to take my block pop here. I'm going to add expression, and I want how much of the block pop is completely within the buffer that I have now filtered. So that's my expression. How much of the block pop is completely within the buffer? All right, so I come down here. I'm gonna rename it. I'll put it with my initials and period at the end. Okay. Now, I also, in order to save credits, I want to use current map extent and make sure everything I need is here, and I can show credits. And it'll take me just about 2 credits to do this analysis, no problem. If I zoomed out, it would take maybe like almost 100 credits. So this is how I want to set this analysis up. I'm going to run that analysis. Oh, I already have that name, so I need to get a unique name, and I'm going to run this analysis. Might take a few minutes, but this is how you do this part 3 of the explosions near cities assignment. So here I am back in the assignment. Took about maybe a minute or so, a minute and a half to run that analysis. And here we have the new layer, find locations. All of the block pop that's within the severely damaged buffers, which is the first 2 buffers. And you can see we can now turn off the block pop, and here we go with our data that's within there. So now you can answer questions that I ask. And if you come in here to the data table, it says when your new layer comes in, open the attribute table. Click on population 2010. Click on the statistics button, and that's going to give you lots of information. The sum of values will give you the total number of people that were in the combined severe damage and buildings leveled zone and how many people would be affected. You'd look at the sum of the values. So you can get a screenshot of your statistics window. It also asks for households. So now go over in your data table, find the households, and do the same thing where you can see how many households were affected. All right, thank you.